Everyone, as promised, I'm back in just 1 minute, 2 minutes, I don't know. Anyway, let's continue with the game. Enough chatter. So if you ever wonder who I am, what I'm doing, what I like, what I don't like, what is the purpose of this channel, why am I doing this, you can watch the previous video where I rant like 20 minutes just about, and it's funny because the name of the video is just like gameplay or let's play, whereas I'm just talking on my own. Anyway, let's go. So let's read. On the left, you can see the quest, and on ahead of us in the center of the screen, you can see like how far away the quest is. You can see that. So in we are at restriction. We are in a section where came here through the restricted section in the library in the middle of the night. We were casting some invisibility spells like this guy right here in order to disguise, to disappear into shadows. And finally, we are in this. So I'm not gonna talk about the past events. That's not the purpose of this video. This is just a random video where we're picking in a random. This is not a full series. I don't know if I will continue or not, how it will go. I'm just starting somewhere, you know. I'm not putting too much thought about this onto this. Just starting somewhere and see how it will go. I'm just gonna do whatever I like. So, on the left, you can see you can expand and collapse the quest text. Let's see what it says. I don't know what this place is, but it sure doesn't feel like I'm in the library any longer. As we mentioned, we're not in the library anymore. This has to be where the traces of ancient magic were pointing to on the map. Okay, let's just continue, shall we? And when as well, let me practice. Oh wait, what is that? Can I pull it?
Accio.
No.
Revelio.
It's a chest, but a chest that I cannot access. Feels like I'm gonna fall. If... Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. You know what? I think we may be able to go there. Is there a map? No. You know, this platform appears because you do like this, and then you can follow along. You know what? Actually, I think we're gonna get there because you see that? You don't even have to jump because the platforms, as you will see in a second, and I mean, look at the reflections in this game. Isn't it lovely? You can see the marble or whatever this is, the floor is. You can see the indents, you know, what is this? The imperfections on the floor. And this is not ray tracing mode or something. This is just the performance mode. Let me show you. Settings. Where is it? This one? Difficulty? No, the graphics, of course, this one. The performance mode. And here are the options: the fidelity with ray tracing performance, balance, and HFR performance. HFR performance is like 120 FPS. I did not honestly see a difference. And yes, my TV supports 120. Yes, the cable I use supports 120. Yes, the port I plugged my PS5 into supports PS 120. So I'm all compatible. I indeed tried it, and I've actually seen it reporting 119 frames per second hertz on the screen, and I did not found it to be really beneficial. I did not do a detailed comparison. I think you can check Digital Foundry for that. I'm sure they will put out a video in 1 week or so with all the options comparing. This is not the scope of this channel. I just started with the performance mode and I'm already in love. I did not have a need to switch back to fidelity or ray tracing. This is just great. And I actually tried them. Fidelity is like probably 30 FPS. I don't think it's worth it. Not nowhere. Never. I've hated fidelity modes. I hate 30 FPS. I would not go for it in any case. The difference in graphics is not worth it from my point of view. Fidelity with ray tracing, I did not try it because it requires a reboot, and I'm just not interested. I presume it's gonna be even harder on the system, so not even tried it. Performance is the mode that I've been using since I started. Balance is like probably above 30 FPS, maybe 40 FPS or 45 FPS. This is how I felt. So it's probably a balance between performance 60 FPS versus 30 fidelity. And HFR is like 120. Performance is okay. I don't see anything. Yeah. Let's go back. So as you can see, let's go. You know, there are so many. This is this is the I think going to be the common theme of this channel. I will be distracted so often with a lot of things, and I think this will keep it interesting. This is what I think will distinguish this channel from the others. You know, a lot of the people probably will be playing it straightforward, doing the quests and things, whereas I will probably fork from the main idea and, you know, just talk about random things, chat, and you know, just imagine you and your friend having some fun conversation, casual or something like that. I want you to use this channel like this. So yes, so there are some puzzles in this game, and I think this is another one. You see there's a the gate or something, a door on this side, and there is no clear way, but you can see this like a hint. So I'm gonna approach it. I think something's gonna be revealed. No? No, okay. Then I think I need to jump on it, and as soon as I jump, something's gonna be revealed on the other side. So let disappear and become visible again. I'm gonna run and then jump. Let's try. As I expected, this is great. I feel like I solved something. What else? What is happening? What the? Oops, 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 oops. No, 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 no. That's not what I want. So this is the floor is following where I'm walking, but there is this thing. Well, question is, what would happen if I would jump? Can I climb? No. They did not go through the climbing mechanics or something like that. There is no climbing available. But I really think I should be jumping there. What is the worst thing that could happen anyway? Let's jump. Let's just do it. The F verse, right? Oh, wait. What is that? Why is it staying like that? How is it working? Oh, wait, yes. Look, this is a good puzzle, isn't it? Now we need to do that one when we are here. Like so. I can see that thing moving when I'm here already. Anyway, let's try that. Dude, this is great. We did it! Wasn't it lovely? I mean, not like in your face, but not so hard to solve either, so I think that was great. So let's see what we got. Teal Chinese fireball scarf. Chinese? What is it? Chinese? Chinese? It's not Chinese. It's not. Let's go into gear. Teal Chinese. Really, I don't know how to read it. I'm not if it's a typo or deliberate. Anyway, you may notice a lot of things we will get. You know, considering the effort and the puzzle we solved, I was expecting, maybe you were expecting something a tad higher in the level or benefits perspective. But you can see it's actually lower than the one we already have, and one of the reasons is that I don't do 100% a lot of games. In fact, the only one I did was Astro's Playground, or what is this that comes with the PS5. That was the only game I 100%ed. But I'm thinking this may be the second one because I'm quite in love with this game. It's really Polish, and I'm so impressed by Portkey Games. You know, I'd never heard about them in the past. It's not a publisher like Ubisoft or EA Games or something like that, where they hundreds and hundreds of resources, capital, money, everything, but they still managed to release some game, a subpar game, a lot of failures, whereas this developer to me is like unknown, and out of nowhere they come and created this, and they just managed the hype level very, very nicely, I would say. They didn't hype it too much, they just announced it very sufficiently, not 3 years ago, just maybe 1 year, I guess. It was last year where they first announced it, and the wait time was quite, I would say, on point. Not too much, not too less, just to excite you a little bit. In any case, I'm thinking of 100%ing this game, completionist, and that's why I was doing a lot of side quests, and I leveled up quite a lot. I'm like 14, I guess, right now, and a lot of the gear you have here is probably hard-coded to be valuable to you if you were not as playing it like me, like so many side quests. So a lot of the gear is, you will see by time. Anyway, we got this. No need. We can continue. Edward Lorikstad, and Lorikstad, probably if you play Skyrim, it sounds familiar to you. It indeed is a town name, Rorikstad, I guess. So and this Edward came from my wife, where I was trying to check what would be the name, and she told me like this guy looks like Edward. So I just immediately thought it made sense, and I just put it there. Edward Lorikstad. This is the name, and I think it goes well with the theme. I've been playing, seeing a lot of different NPCs in the game, and the naming really doesn't seem to be off. It would be probably very unsuspicious if it was an NPC name at all. So then, which means that I think we should be on the lookout for puzzles like this. I really wasn't expecting, but yeah, you can see that's like, it's not a leap of faith. What is going on? I can jump. Yeah. Bring that back. It's scary, but don't worry. It's just nothing bad happens. Oops. There's one, yeah. I think it's time to go invisible. Like that. Just like that. What is this? Oh, I don't like this. I can see 3, 6 on the sides, 7, 8 in the front, 8 guys that are waiting for something to happen, probably waiting to battle me. And I've seen 2 of them already stood up. What about these ones? Penslave Sentry. What the fuck? Fuck. So I'm invisible now? No,
Stupid one.
Oh, okay, so we can try again. No worries. What is the thing here? Can I just do it? Oopsie. The combat in this game is not too hard, not too easy, but probably too challenging to me. Let me bring this guy. Yeah, tap this thing to heal. This is something I think we should do. Right. Probably I was speaking too much. I just lost my focus, concentration, and I may have used a few swear words, so I'm sorry. YouTube, don't penalize me. I don't think YouTube would listen, but anyway, you can see I'm not a good combat player. At least I'm not very used to the control scheme in this game. One reason is that the only one I have right now is the R2 button. So if I press R2, I have like 4 spells that I can assign. The problem is that we have like 23 spells, and I can only assign 4 at a time. Which is a problem because I have to keep switching them, and it's hard for the muscle memory. It's not very easy to do memorize them when they keep changing. Like, you should not expect to have a look on the right corner all the time. You should be able to just do it without looking. There are some spells, and then like this Revelio thing, where they are hard coded. You cannot change it. So D-pad left is Revelio. D-pad up brings up tracking, so it creates some path in front of you. D-pad down is healing, and D-pad right just opens the spells. Let's go. So let's go again, shall we? Let's see what. I don't know what is virtual. Does nothing. I'm gonna. Okay, it does. It's the same text. Let's continue. You see, he's whispering, which is heading to the immersion. So he knows that we are trying to be not
It is a book after all.
Look at the graphics. Look at the reflections. This is a proper next gen game, I would say. And I've staying silent. Oh, I know what this is. I know it. We're This is the memory of someone else. We're just watching it. I don't know what these guys are. Who are they? Some children playing around the well. The bucket empty. Oh, these are the bad times. They've run out of water. And we're gonna create rain, I guess. Yeah. So we're saving lives, apparently. The boys are happy, the girl is happy. So, we as magic people bring life, bring rain. into the world. So we are friends. We're friends of people. Wow, they completely transformed the whole area with just a few raindrops. But the boy is sick. Maybe we will treat him as well, if only we can notice. The girl noticed us and is seeking for help. Okay, noted. I think we will come back to this. They felt like they understood each other, or they held some connection or something. Oh, this is that girl?
You wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald, Professor Rackham.
Miss Isadora Morganach, welcome.
Professor Rookwood, Professor McCaw.
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a 5th year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a 5th year. I've never heard of another like us.
Except
Miss
us.
Morganach, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too. But we've never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganach.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few.
Are you not sure that I'm that
As such,
person?
we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
Are we a muggle? A non-wizard person? This lady, I mean? Or her parents are muggle?
Sebastian.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster.
But that being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight.
In fact,
If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
don't tell me.
There was nobody else. I came alone.
Yes.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
Shut up. At least I have someone that I can trust in the school, which is great. So, what did we learn? I don't know what it is called, but there are some enemies in the secret section that we fought. We dipped into somebody else's memories. We learned that maybe it's some periodically from time to time people like us come and study in Hogwarts, like on the 5th year or something. I don't know. Special people, maybe people that can see special things. Because if you would recall, the other lady was also able to see the professor-looking thing. Was also able to see things, and it's like they have a connection to us. And I mean, I'm constantly getting amazed by how good things look in this game. Yeah. Look at the floor. Look at the flooring. It's like between dirty, old, and shiny. And you can see all of that. If I stay still, maybe it will be easier for you because you know the bandwidth, the bits. This. Wait a second. I'm hearing something. Is it? So this is going to be a constant theme of this. We will be changing topics quite often. So now I will be trying to find where that sound is coming from. What? Thanks, bro. Anything you want to tell? No? Okay, got it. I was looking where that sound was coming from. Because it's probably a key that is flying that will enable us to oh, there it is. Where is it going to go? It's going... I gotta catch it. There you go. We just need to slap it in the right time while it's passing through the middle. If we slap it like this, it's just gonna give him some pain, nothing else. But if we spun it... Oh, I missed it, sorry. It's the one opportunity that I should have used. Can we focus? Ah, yes. So let's see what is... Oh, it's a token. A house token. So we will be using these to unlock the house chest. We just need 16 of them in total. We currently have acquired 2 of them only. So we need quite a lot more. And I wonder what is about this.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Yeah, these guys actually speak, and these are used for fast travel. If you discover them by walking close to them, you discover them, and then from that point on you can fast travel to those points. And I'm curious if the secret section is still enterable, or whether if we lost. I'm gonna try. Oh, what? Restricted section? So what happens if I, like, do this? Are there still ghosts looking for us, trying to... get ourselves outside? There are no ghosts? Nothing. I'm just curious what's gonna happen if I continue like this. Is anyone going to intervene? Or are we free, allowed to roam around here? Nothing to see so far.
Revelio.
Can we just go like this? To where we came from? Really? All the way? Really? And why isn't there anyone to stop us? Oh, the thing is that we won't be able to pass. Oh, we can actually. Even this. Investigate. Well. So we can do this again, but in fact, I don't want to do this again. Because that's not what we have. Our objective is outside. So I'm going to reveal, disappear again and go back to where we came from. I'm not sure if we will lose these red things around us. I mean, this is the probably release version, no patches or nothing. I did not encounter too many bugs, to be honest. Oh, okay, they disappeared. So I was expecting them to stay with us. Only a few were... What's going on here? Can we do something? No?
Levioso!
Nothing.
Incendio!
Let's go outside, guys. There is not much to see here. Yeah. Oh wait, where is actually? Oh. So level 1, like we currently cannot open these. At some point I imagine we will be able to do that. Whatever. The right, yeah. Professor Fig's classroom, return. So we got a return there. It's a bit strange that considering it was restricted in the middle of the night, but fully open for anyone to enter in the daytime, which is a bit odd, I would say. You know, this is what keeps mesmerizing me. I'm not sure if I would call this the attention to detail, but trivial things like these. I mean, they didn't have to do this, but they still did, which tells me a few things, like they didn't probably rush this game. They had plenty of time to work on things like these. You know, these are not just mandatory. A lot of people probably won't even see this in this detail. They probably won't be looking at them in this detail. So, but they still did it. So they were crafting this game with love. This is what I can say. Wherever I look into this in this game, I can see that. I can see that they had the passion. A friend of mine told me that this game was, the development team included a lot of people, a lot of fans, and it made sense whenever I heard it, because it's like a game made by fans for the fans. It's like, you know, it's too cliche, but really it feels like that, and I'm not exaggerating. It's everywhere you look, you see the polish. You know, just look at this guy over here, the portrait. There are a lot of things, even at locations where you wouldn't normally look. Can you see that? You have to really be nitpicking to observe things like these and that are not moving, only this one. But I also noticed that it's, what is this?
Accio!
What?
Levioso! Incendio!
I'm sorry, they are moving. They were just waiting for their time. You see, that's what I'm talking about. The level of detail, really. Can we go upstairs? No. Anyway, look at the graphics, man. This is, it almost feels real. I mean, probably because of the compression in the stream, you are not able to see it as detailed as I can see it. Maybe if I stop like this. But when it's compressed, it probably looks very realistic to you. Let's go for the next quest. There you go. This is the central hall. So let's have a look at the quests. What do we have? But first I'm gonna go look at my inventory just to see what did we get. The house token, the mysterious book, and I'm gonna go into gear. Is there anything that we acquired but didn't here? No quests, no assignments. The Daedalian keys. Oh yeah. This is the called. You see that thing, the key with the wings that we just slapped into the socket. These are called Daedalian keys. I don't know. So the more we found, the closer we will get. So this is, I'm not gonna just track this because it doesn't make sense. There is no tracking, you see, no path, so it doesn't make sense to be tracking it. Instead we will just, whenever we hear it, like some wings, we will need to focus on it. So let's track this one instead. Fig will be interested to see the book I found below the restricted section. I should take it to him. So we really got a book. Return to Professor Fig's classroom. So there are two ways to travel. As I explained, you can fast travel or you can simply run. And instead I'm going to run because there are a lot of things to discover along the way. Like all of the hidden things that you can reveal with the Revelio spell. But I may have spoiled it a bit for you because I already collected almost all of them. But dude, look at that! Did you see that? Oh my god! It's the dragon is alive. It's just a motif on the wall, and I just noticed this. It's just alive. It's like moving, and you can see smoke coming from its nose. Isn't it brilliant? Like, they paid attention to that. I really find it mesmerizing when I see things like this. This is a very high quality game, and I'm happy to say that. This didn't flop at all. So, that stupid guy who revealed my friends, I can hear him.
Revelio.
So if you cast this, there is a chance you will reveal something, which you can then collect. Look at this. Oh my god! We're flying on those booms. We cannot fly it, at least we don't have any broom, but at some point I believe we will have it. Let's see. Let's go. Let's follow. See, all the statues, everything is moving. These guys looking at you, and I think there will be something here at some point. Yes, you can pet cats. That's in fact a feature. I did not discover the purpose of this apart from aesthetics. Nothing is happening functional wise. Maybe at some point there will be something happening. Just listen to the music. Isn't it like relaxing you like it does me? A few days ago I was watching somebody play the game, and I was criticizing them because they were moving the camera too quickly, like all over the place, like something like this. And I was complaining because I was criticizing, because I was telling they're not giving the viewer enough time to digest everything around them. You know, there are a lot of details. You know, even the glass. Look at all those things. It just really is a game where it deserves to be played slowly. Most of the time, at least in interior spaces like these. Can you just really notice how crowded? How much effort did they put into this? There is no single empty space here. All of the places are filled with objects, and these don't happen often randomly. You know, somebody has to actually place them one by one, position them, think about them. So this is really a huge effort. They really did it. They really spent the time. What is this? I'm looking at these jars. These details I'm talking about, you know, they deserve to be looked at. And I'm really not rushing this game. I will not be rushing this game. You can do this. Also this. What? So, I guess magic is having a higher priority here to compare to physics. That's how I would explain. This is the first time I'm trying the destruction side of things. Almost everything is at least reacting somehow to spells, you see. Look at this. The paper burning and things like that. They did spend the time on this game. Anyway, let's continue. Let's begin the quest. Take the book to Professor Fig. Let's do it. What's going on?
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
No, I will have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death. Who was George? I can't recall. Anyway, what will you tell them?
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day.
Thank you.
But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh,
thanks.
And don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
So, a lot of things happened. We completed 4 main quests, which means now we are eligible for... I will read the mail in a second. We are eligible for something. Let me show it to you. So if you go into challenges and quests, you see complete main quests. So we received 1 reward for 2 main quests, 1 reward for 4 main quests, and yeah, sorry, we did not receive it, so we're going to claim it. What is this? A gear appearance reward, legendary cape. Let's reward. Let's claim it. Complete 6 main story quests, legendary armored attire. So these will unlock as we will do our. So this is not. So they are just starting from restarting every time you complete them. So it asked me to complete 2 quests first, and it asked me to complete another 4 quests. So it's total 6 quests up until this point to get this, and then another 6 quests. So then 2 plus 4 plus 6, which would be 12 quests in total to get this one. So it's not cumulative. Anyway, we got this, and what else? What else did we get? Oh, the all post. So from time to time you receive emails, or not emails, sorry, mails, or let's speak it to rightfully say it. It's actually called all post. They're the way the game communicates things to you. So we open it from here, and then let's see what it says. So we're reading the old post. Here's a new one. It's time to prove your dueling mettle and see if we have a new school champion. Meet me at the usual place for the final round of crossed wands. Also, the training dummy is still available. Lucan. Thank you. And this girl right here is a nice friend of mine. We've been speaking with her since I came. What does she say? Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk with you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle, Natty. Hogsfield. Meet me in the Lower Hogsfield. Oh, Rookwood. So there is something secretive going on. I'm not sure what we will discover. So you can see we have a few new quests. So the day dealing keys, I'm gonna just not track it, it's something that we're gonna keep finding as we go. Crossed Wands round 3. The final round of dueling is available at Crossed Wands. It will determine the champion of the school. I should see Lucan battle. So we already did like 2 duels, and we're already destined to be the champion of the school. Total Lucan and appearances is the reward we will get. Spell combination practice 2. The Crossed Wands Club meets regularly in the clock tower. I should be able to find Lucan Brattleby there. Talk to Lucan Brattleby. Spell combination practice 2. And then finally herbology class. This is the main quests. You can see it's a yellow. These are gray. The symbol is different. These are side quests. If you forget which one is which, you can just use these ones. So you can see this is main, the symbol. It also changes on here. And then these are assignments. So these are like lessons from your professors, where you can learn new spells whenever they become available. And then these are relationships. I don't think I ever did one. And these are finally side quests. So you can see again the shape changing, the color changing, and it says side here. You can scroll up and down with the D-pad buttons. So now these are the side buttons, side quests. This is the main quest. So I'm gonna do the side quests first, because like I said, I really like this game and I want to enjoy it slowly, like a fine wine. I don't want to rush it. So let's see what it is, locate on the map, and it will show us where it actually is. So if we, what spell combination practice 2, and then Crossed Wands round 3. So it groups together if there is more than one thing. Oh, it's showing me the black one is something that we have the quests for, I guess. Trying to understand the difference. Yeah, anyway. So the black ones have additional quests. That is one Flue Flame that we did not discover yet. And then if you hover over to this one, it splits them apart and then tells you exactly what is there. So we have two right there. So if we go here, we will be able to do both of them at the same time. Spell combination practice. Let's track this one. As you can see, it immediately creates the path for us. This is like a 3D map, where it really shows you the path that you will be moving, so you can see the passage that you will use. R3 is wait? What does it mean? Wait here to advance time from day to night or night to day. No. This is new. I did not see it before. Let's go. Let's just walk because it's...
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Okay, got it.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
Nathy just sent you an old post requesting to meet her in Lower Hogsfield, a hamlet. Aha. So these are called hamlets, these small houses. Open map. Select the world map button to switch to the world map. Okay. This is a world map. Most of the map is powered by fog, limiting what you can see. Got it? Hamlets are small communities throughout the world, so it's not a home, it's just a community. It's like a village or something. The village of the magic realm. Okay? This is the hamlet Lower Hogsfield. Hamlets provide new opportunities for vendors, Flue Flames, side quests and collectibles. Okay, got it. So these are like places of interest where I can find new vendors to sell things, buy things, find the Flue Flames for fast travel, explore, and then also some side quests and collectibles. That's great. So exit field guide. And what does it say on the right? Lower Hogsfield. Lower Hogsfield is located in the countryside and is the closest hamlet to Hogwarts. In reverence to the school that taught them all, the inhabitants decided on the name Hogsfield. Interesting. Hogsworth and Hogsfield. However, around the same time, the villagers of Upper Hogsfield also opted for the name Hogsfield after Hogsmeade. Thus, an unhappy compromise was decided upon, and each village added a qualifier to their name. Aha, I see. So, wait a second. In the reverse, Hogsfield. However, around the same time, the villagers of Upper Hogsfield also preferred the name Hogsfield after Hogsmeade. Okay, got it. So then, that is not only that. Exit field guide. So upper and lower. As you explore, you will remove fog and reveal more of the map, unveiling new opportunities like hamlets, dungeons. That's interesting. Bandit camps. Well, and many other locations. Bandit camps. This is getting interesting. I don't want to call it, but it's like tingling my senses. You know, it's reminding me of a few games actually, and I'm really excited. I don't want to spoil anything. Let's see, new quest available, open quest log. Let's see what we have. One assignment. Okay, so this is the one that we heard through the old mail. The professor says that they were going to teach us some defensive spells. Let's read Professor Hackett's Hackett. I think they are calling her Hackett. Hackett's assignment 2. Professor Hackett wants me to practice avoiding attacks by dodge rolling. I think we already know that. She also wants me to cast Incendio on a few enemies. Okay. My field guide will not guide me through this assignment, but my map could still prove useful. Successfully avoid enemies attacks by dodge rolling 10. cast incendio on enemies, and then buy the reward. For the reward, we're gonna be Expelliarmus. I have no idea what it is, but it's like sounds like an explosion. Wouldn't be surprised. So we have like 3 side quests, 1 assignment, which will teach us a new spell, and 2 main quests. And this is a new one. The girl from Ouagadougou. I guess it's a country in Uganda, Africa. This is the funny thing about this game. There's a lot of real speech. I mean, it's fiction, but also it's talking about real life events like London, Ireland, Uganda, things like that. It's because it's also the same in this story. You know that it's not a completely fictional world. It's in the story. If you've read the books, it's like something that is happening in the world we're living. We have the things that we call muggles, people without magical abilities, and then people who are the wizards, and we are part of them. So what does it say? It's the girl from Ouagadougou. Natty Onai has asked me to meet her at a hamlet called Lower Hogsfield, just south of Hogsworth. I should see what she wants. Meet Natty Onai in Lower Hogsfield, and then we go to herbology class. So this is a level 3, this is a level 4 quest, and I remind you we're level 14. So we're well above the required level. I hope this will not break the game. I hope things will not get too easy for us. But I think it's scaling dynamically. The battles, I did not notice it's becoming too easy or something. Just if you want to see it, I'm playing at like the default difficulty, which is normal. If you go here, the options are story. Focus on story with minimal gameplay challenge. That's not what I want. A light gameplay challenge, no. Normal, balanced, hard. Balanced is good. If I will require, I can go for hard next time. Okay, so let's go to quests. Select one and do it. So I'm gonna go from bottom to top. I don't know how it's sorting them. It's probably sorting them by importance. The most important one or the highest level one at the top. Then as you go below, it gets lower or something. So I want to do the first one, the bottom one first. I'm gonna just track it and locate it on the map. Actually, we already did. You see, it's the one that with 2 side quests splits them apart like this. Let's go. Let's go. I think I'm ready. Let's move. Talk to Lucan Brattleby, and if you still cannot recall what it was, you can just press and hold D-pad up. The Crossed Ones Club meets regularly in the clock tower. I should be able to find Lucan Brattleby there, and I'll just go there. I keep constantly... What is this? Do something to it?
Accio! Levioso!
Levioso? Nothing's happening.
Revelio.
Revelio. Oh, wait. You know what? I think I can do...
Incendio.
I'm disappointed. Come on, Porky Games. This is a missed opportunity. I should be able to light the chimney. What was it called? With this spell, looks like a perfect opportunity. The lost one. Anyway, let's go. Let's move along. Okay. Is there anything you want to say? No, you're busy reading the book. Got it. Okay. Let's. I will just help myself. You know, like just to show you, if I press D-pad up at this moment, it's gonna spawn a book, and it's gonna show me the way like this. It's very easy to follow. You can also follow it by just looking at a map. If you see the lower left on the minimap, it trails the path for you. But in any way, this is much easier because you don't have to look at the lower bottom. Let's go. Again, I'm not gonna fast travel because it's fun. The environments are designed in a way to keep you excited. Nice to look at. I don't think I would ever get bored from looking at these. Look at, how isn't this ray tracing? maybe it's only ray tracing if it's... Oh, got it. So, I think they have this thing called screen space reflections. I'm not Digital Foundry, but I know a few things, if at least I can talk about what I recall. Anyway, so maybe this is just a screen space reflection or something like that, so it's probably not dynamic. So it would not change. For example, if I would cast a spell here, you would not see the spell on the ground moving. You will... But you can actually see the spell on the ground moving. Look at here. Look at just here. Keep looking at here. You will see the spell there. Why can't I do that? Can you see it on the ground? Yeah. You can see the reflection. Holy... Dude, you can see the full spell moving on the... Can you see it? It's traveling on the ground. So, isn't this ray tracing? Look at the cat. It's. I can see the cat's reflection on the ground as well. Really? Well, it's not the best reflection, but at least I can see something. It's not like completely ignoring. You know, this is sufficient. I like this. I'm not a fan of ray tracing because it's too heavy on the system resources. It's not worth it, really. But this is great. I mean, if you can achieve this with still maintaining 60 frames per second, I would go for it. In fact, they did, and that's the option I'm playing with. But that's really great. Wow. Anyway, let's continue. So I cannot see anything wrong here. I'm trying to nitpick, trying to find things that wouldn't look okay, but dude, even the trail is visible on the ground. But I shouldn't be surprised anymore because, yeah. Anyway, unfortunately, I'm not so used to seeing games like this quite often, so please pardon me. And I wish you could see the beauty of this thing in like, if only I had like, and by the way, I'm not sure if it's being limited by the stream. Probably not, right? Because you can stream like 4K with 30-40 megabits per second. And considering the fact that I have 50 megabits upload, you should be able to watch this in full 4K. Then it probably is not the reason why you cannot watch it in 4K. It's probably because PS5 natively only supports streaming at up to 1080p 60 frames per second. Maybe, if I will get a lot of fans and a lot of people watching, at some point I can maybe get a separate device and use it. I don't know how people are doing it. Maybe use it in the between. Maybe it's something that sits between the TV and the PlayStation, and then streams it, so you can capture 4K and push it to the network and do 4K. So I can release the PS5 from this agony because it's already doing a lot of things. You know, this game looks absolutely brilliant, and not only that, the PS5 is also encoding this, pushing it on the network, capturing my voice, all of those things. Probably that is a different chip dedicated for this streaming purpose. Again, you see I'm hijacking the topic and moving to other topics, but anyway, I like it. So probably there's a separate chip, so it's probably not putting any load on the system because nobody would do that if it was creating input lag or reducing the frames per second or something. It's not. I've never seen any occasion where recording something or streaming at any point increasing the load on the system. I've never seen that happening. In fact, it's always recording. How do I know? Because whenever you press the record button, it asks you whether if you want to start any recording starting from that point on, or whether if you would like to save the past 60 minutes, up to 60 minutes. So it's already always recording what's happening on the screen, and it's just getting rid of what is more than 90 minutes, so it's 60 minutes long. So it's always recording, so they definitely need a separate chip, some hardware to achieve that. It's not, it shouldn't be dependent on the main CPU or APU. Okay.
Revelio.
I don't do this often because it's, like I mentioned, it has a chance of revealing things. What is this? You see, I'm really curious when I will be able to open these things. But I don't think this is a... I think this will be a leveling spell that you can level. Or maybe some key, I don't think so. I think it's gonna be a spell. So whenever we would learn level 1, what is it? Again, trying to nitpick if I have to, yeah. Just I'm not sure even if this is a graphical error at all, because I'm not a physics expert, but you see this when I pan the screen, orbit the camera, you see some line going above the objects, which is in the cabinet. Maybe it's because of the way the glass is defective or something, I don't know. You have to be really looking for it to notice things like this, and you really don't when you're playing regularly. So let's go inside. I think this is a toilet. I mean, look at this thing.
And I don't say things I don't mean.
Dude, they animated the mirror, they voice overed it. It's speaking to you. How isn't this brilliant? Look at these things. Look at the architecture. Look at the floor. It's shining, the colors, the warmth of the... I mean, this is a toilet. They spent this much time designing the toilet. Tell me this isn't amazing. When you have other games, other AAA publishers with hundreds of developers, giants, piles of money pouring, but they still fail to do something like this. This is magic. I mean, of course it's happening on a magical universe, but this is indeed by the game. The game itself is magic on its own. Graphics, the aura, the environments. Look at this. Somebody was eating a F-word, yeah, a cake in the toilet. What is this? Why would anyone want to eat a cake? And you can see their spoon. Oh, they were studying. They were studying. They have the pillows, the cake, the books. Why would anyone want to study in the restroom? Not even, I mean, it's a bit disgusting, to be honest, to be eating a cake in the restroom, in a public one. I don't endorse eating it on your own toilet either, but, I mean, the public one, really? How can you, you know, if I would be here, I would be...
Simply glorious. Let me guess. Vila blood.
Vila blood, what is it? I don't know. But yeah, probably that one. Anyway.
Fortification potion. I shan't tell. Certainly suits you.
No, madam. This is how I look naturally. Natural beauty. Handsome guy. Well, I couldn't say the same for my scarf, my hat, stupid one, and especially the glasses. How stupid they look. This is the thing about this game. You keep getting items. Wait a second, we have something there. Anyway, so you keep getting items in this game, and you constantly want to wear them because they're upgraded items. They're better than the one you usually have. But the designs, in order to be different, they really went a lot they spend the time, so they're really distinguishable. But sometimes you cannot cope the fact that you look ridiculous with with all of these random things on you. But there is an option to it, because you can change the appearance of your character. In fact, let me very quickly show you. So you go into gear, and then, for example, if you're not happy with your glasses, you can just press square, and then you can see the face of your appearance. You can either remove them, so you will still wear it, but it will appear like you don't. And then you can choose one from your collections. I don't know what really is the distinguishing thing. I think these are the ones that you found throughout the world. Just oh no, did you recall the section where it said quest rewards, like complete 4 main quests and it rewarded us something? So there are sometimes appearances, so you unlock them. And the other section is represents all of the other items that you collected in the real world. So I think I collected all of these. Like, this is the one we are currently wearing. So if you found one item, bought it, or found it somewhere at some point in the past, it gets registered. So you can, if you really like the design, you can keep using it. So it's like this. And if I click on square, it's resetting. It's going to reset my appearance, which would bring it back to the default. So whatever you're wearing, if you go into this is the one I'm wearing, it will look like that. I was initially changing the appearance for all of 6 of these slots to look like a regular Hogwarts student, but then I said it's gonna get boring quite fast, and I really want to see the designs they did, like the scarves. It really is, you know, it's not only changing, you can see, can you see it? I'm gonna stay still. Can you see the length and the texture of the cloth here, like shadows and all? So it's not only the texture, but the design also changes. So you can see it's a complete new design, and it's actually not only 2 but 3 different designs, and not only designs but also the texture. You can see this is having a very rough one, whereas this is a much smoother one, whereas this is something like in the middle, and they all are tied up in a different way. So this is like going back from 2 sides, this is going back from 1 side, and then this is like going back from like in the middle, but this is like tied in a different way. So even if you look at it from the front, the whole design changes. Come on, really? They really spent the time on this, man. How can I not be proud of this game, of Porky Games? I really think they did a good job here, especially considering, you know, this couldn't have been released in a better time with all of these failed releases. Like, I'm not even gonna talk or rant about them, but you know those that I'm speaking. I'm almost sure you all already had some experience. A franchise of yours probably screwed up in the past 1 year or so. You had high hopes, but they did let you down. Your publisher, everything. It's not the time for this talk anyway, so I give it the credits. The Porky Games here. Again, this is not a sponsored. In fact, I have 0 viewers right now. If there's no glitch in the graphical UI, nobody's watching. But anyway, I just want to say this loud. And anyway, so what is the difference between these ones? So they both offer 24 offense, no upgrades for defense. One is level 14 minimum, the other one's level 15. They both are sold for the same value, whereas this one is a little bit better from the offense perspective. It's just 31 offense points, and these are all superb, and then this is extraordinary. So I'm gonna wear this one. So that's it. Let's go back. I'm gonna test something real quick. I'm just gonna mute. Sorry. Okay, I'm back. So what are we gonna do? What were we doing? Yeah, the side quest. But you see this, there are sometimes items like this, which means that you can interact with them. So nothing happens, but I'm gonna try this one. Nothing happens, and I'm gonna try the upper one. Nothing happens again, and maybe this one. Yes! Field guide page, select. Collect field guide pages in Hogwarts. So they're giving you XP. In fact, I think there was one more thing here. No? You hear a chime or something when there is something close by, when you do that spell. For example, this one. There is something at the top you can see. This is actually something you can interact, but I don't know how. So I'm gonna simply try the spells. What's going on? Yeah, these guys are talking all the time, doing funny stuff. This is a hallway for music. I'm not gonna go there. Maybe another time. So let's try. No. 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 Nothing. None of them are working.
Incendio.
So nothing is really happening. So I'm gonna try one more thing, which is the Reparo. I'm gonna assign it to X for the moment being, just
Reparo.
Really, nothing is happening. So is there anything else we can try? No. We tried them all. So I'm gonna keep it like this. Sorry. Yeah, let's go. I don't know what or how to react to this. There will be some spell at some point, I think, which will enable us to do something like this with that. Anyway, let's go outside. Anything of interest here? Yeah, there. At some point we will be able to move it, and then it appears there's a chest and some mirror in the background. And I don't know if it's a dynamic game. I mean, like the weather transitions. I don't know if I would stay outside for like some time. If it would go night, if the night time would approach. I don't know. Okay. So if you would like to nitpick, look at the water below. It's going to change color. Yeah. So something to do with reflections. It just acts like it's turning on and off. I'm sure they will figure it out and fix them. You really have to be looking at it. It's 19 hours. And it's not happening all the time. It's just, you know, it's not always visible. In fact, I just noticed this. I think this is the place in the background is where they play Quidditch. And early on, just when the game starts, it tells you that Quidditch is not available. I'm not sure. I think I've seen a video or two where they explain or claim to explain that's why it's not here. I did not watch them, but I'm thinking like maybe because of the logistics. I mean, maybe it's not fun to play. It's just it's looking good on the story, but maybe it's not really fun to play. Or maybe they didn't achieve it on time because it's a complete new mechanics and things like that. I'm not sure if it's an easy feat or not. Well, by the way, in the meantime, I think we answered our own question. I was asking whether if that is day and night cycle, and if you would recall, it wasn't like this dark a few seconds ago. So it's already getting late, and the weather is changing, which is good, which is something I would have expected in an open world game. You would not. I mean, is the glitch on the water still consistent? Yeah. So there is nothing on the water, and then if you pass some point, it immediately changes color. So I don't know what it is, really. Let's continue. We're good. They can't complain. What is this?
Revelio. Accio.
Oh, this is the what is it called? This is what makes the clock move. So that's a giant one, obviously, but it's what's making it move. Okay, the boat quests are here, so we can choose one of them. Luke and Brett will buy. Which one was that? Spell combination practice 2. Let's do this. Just a sec. I'm back. So, which one? Hello, Lucan. I would like to practice with the training dummy. Hello, Lucan. Is the final rounds of crossed bands ready? I'm not sure which one to choose. What was the quest about? Spell combination practice. The crossed bands. Oh, I should be able to find Lucan. Okay, just say talk. And this is something with this thing, with this guy, I guess. You can achieve the same end result from different ways to achieve it. So you can either practice with a training dummy or either achieve the same thing but through a duel. I'm gonna say training dummy, it's safer.
Hello, Lucan. I'd like to practice with the training dummy.
Excellent idea. This time will be a bit more of a challenge. Ready?
I hope so.
That'll be brilliant.
Wonderful. I'll set things up. Remember to cast all the spell combinations before the dummy lands again.
Oh.
If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
I need to do all of them? Okay. Cast Accio, Incendio, and Levioso in a combo. Do we have all ready? Yeah. So, Accio is this one. Incendio. Levioso is this one. Okay.
Excellent form.
On the first try? Really? Was it... Oh, it's continuing. So now...
Accio. Incendio.
Great.
Nicely done.
Thank you. I'm not talking because I need to focus.
Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
That's it.
I mean, isn't it fun?
Impressive wand work. I'd hate to face you in a duel.
It was only a training dummy.
True, but it's a difficult dummy. Believe me, I know. Seriously, well done. Training dummies will think twice before challenging you again.
Yeah.
Plus, you'll be even more formidable in crossed wands. Other duelists had better beware.
Thank you. So you see, you were able to complete it. Well, I'm level 15. You have uncollected rewards available in the challenge menu. Let's see what they are. I think they would be appearances. In the quests section, it's this one: complete side relationship quests. So we completed 6 more side quests, and in return we received the gear appearance reward. Lucky Leprechaun glows. Claim. Thank you. And now if we complete 10 more, we will be getting the hat for the Lucky Leprechaun. I don't know how it's spelled. Excuse me. So field guide pages 52%? What does it mean? I mean, really? Oh wait. So there are only field guide pages in Hogwarts, Hogsmeade, and then somewhere. So we already at the beginning of the game, but I think soon enough we will be having the final one. Maybe they will continue to this section. I don't know. So what else? Yeah, sorry, we had also no connection. Gonna
Hello,
see.
Lucan. Is the final round of cross wands ready?
Big match today. It all comes down to this. The moment that we find out if your training and dedication is enough to win it all. Ready for a shot at glory?
I certainly am.
Brilliant. Are you doing it with a partner?
This time I'm gonna choose this girl.
Yes, Natty.
Then let's get started.
We can make this a real victory.
That's the spirit.
Breakthrough red shields with damage spells, like fire making spell Incendio. Target lock archery lets you track enemies without aiming. Use R to change targets while locked. Got it. Oh wait, not got it. I didn't watch the action. So it doesn't work until he casts Incendio. Then it works. Okay, got it. Let's see. Wait. Got it.
You're better than that. Stupid one. Hey. That's all you've got. Stupid one.
Incendio.
What? Why?
They made a crap's breakfast out of you that round. Care to try again?
Of course.
Yes, I'm ready now.
Very well.
I would like
Good
to
luck out there.
win this one. Okay, got it.
Incendio.
Leviosa. Leviosa.
Incendio.
Stupid one. Oh, there goes my wager. Leviosa.
Incendio.
Care to try again?
I'm sorry, I will be coming back in a moment. Gotta stop the stream now.